really isolated, but to act in a manner that reach an agreement between us and the Palestinians based on an understanding that this is end of conflict, that the idea is two states for two people, that each state gives an answer to national aspiration of different people, Israel for the Jewish people and the Palestinian state for the Palestinians. We need also, and the Palestinians need to understand that we are not willing and we cannot accept the idea of the West Bank being a replica of Gaza, and it was good to hear President Obama saying that the West Bank is not going to be a replica of Gaza in terms of security. And I know that there are those saying that in a way, Israel need for security in a way is in a clash with Palestinian demand for sovereignty, but I don't think so, because when we are looking at the region and in the world, we could see other states, sovereign states, that took some limitation in order to achieve peace or in order to be independent, and maybe it would take some time, but in the end, the Palestinian state would be independent and sovereign state, though the withdrawal would be in stages, incremental withdrawal, in order to find out in each and every time that we can make the next step forward and give them more and more places, more and more independence, that in the end it would be free, independent Palestinian state. We are all waiting now for the American FoEME for negotiations. And basically it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough and very difficult for both sides. I mean, we know, I think that everybody in this room, I believe that most of the Israeli citizens, and I believe that also most of the Palestinians understand what is the price of the agreement. I mean, we are not going to reinvent the wheel. It's there, basically. So the decisions are going to be tough and difficult for both sides. So it is clear that the future framework needs to be balanced, because otherwise one of the sides would not accept it. Being balanced meaning that both sides need, as I said, to make decisions, tough decisions. And I said before that I know basically what is the price of the agreement. I'm willing to take this price. I believe that vast majority of Israelis are willing to take this price, but I believe that they gave up. I believe that they feel that there is no hope, that there is no partner on the other side, that we cannot make it, that so many years we offered everything was on the table. But I do believe that the idea of unmasking the other side is not a goal, it's not a vision. So basically the idea is to find a way to reach an agreement with the other side instead of unmasking the other side, whether this is something that some of the Israelis are trying to do or whether some of the Palestinians are trying to do this when it comes to Israel. And I said that I know what is the price of the agreement, I know what is the price of not having an agreement, but I also want to say that I'm for an agreement, but not in any price. Because as I said before, it needs to be balanced. And while we are looking at the region, I know that there are those saying that let's wait and see, because the world, the region is changing. The Arab Spring in some places turned into an Islamic winter. So let's wait, let's see what's going to be the outcome, let's not move. And I believe that this is going to be another mistake, because there is an opportunity here. And the name of the opportunity is basically John Kerry, the United States, hopefully, and an opportunity and an understanding, I hope, of both sides that this is the chance to make the deal. Whether it's going to be difficult or not, but this is our chance to make the deal. I want also to say to the Palestinians here that their chance to establish a state of their own goes through negotiations. Because I know that it is tempting to go to the United Nations, to get the certificate that you are a state, non-member state, later a state. It's not going to end this conflict. And as I believe that this is an Israeli not only will, but something that we need to end the conflict for us, I believe that they want and they need to end this conflict for them. And I said a few days ago, I said it in Davos, that there's a price for not having an agreement also for the Palestinians. Now I'm accused by some of the Palestinian spokespersons that I threatened Abu Mazen when I said that there's a price for not having an agreement. But yes, there is a price for not having an agreement. A price that we are going to pay and the price they're not going to pay. This is the obvious. and they need to understand it. So it's not something that relates to the personal decision of a leader. It's something that both leaders need to understand the price of making an agreement, the price of not having an agreement, and hopefully when we see in the next few, I don't know when, but when we see the American framework on the table, I do hope that both leaders would say, yes, we accept it as framework for negotiations, and then we can continue, enter the negotiations room, and in the negotiations room, we'll speak not just about the core issues as the average Israeli and Palestinians would speak about, like borders, settlements, security, Jerusalem, refugees, but also start talking about core issues that are so important for all of us, like water, environment, and all the other stuff. Thank you. I'm not going to give up anyway. Thanks.